Hello, I'm Nikki. Welcome back to Off Grid Style. So I'm focusing a little bit on other things going on because prepping is prepping, and I have 300 plus videos that you can watch on prepping. And yes, I'm still going to do prepping videos, but also why we prep, what's going on in the world that is showing us that what we're doing is the correct action, and focusing on being prepared for emergencies is truly an honorable and a right thing to do. So that's why you're seeing a little bit more of these kind of stories from me, is because I'm trying to show you, hey, this crap is getting crazy. AI doomsayers have been funded by billionaires to ramp up lobbying. This is from Politico, and the link in the article is in the description. Two nonprofits, the Center for AI Policy and the Center for AI Safety, funded by tech billionaires, are now actively lobbying Washington to address the alleged extinction risk posed by artificial intelligence. These nonprofits, supported by organizations linked to AI industry, like Open Philanthropy and Lightspeed Grants, have each spent close to $100,000 on lobbying efforts in the last quarter of 2023. All right. They advocate for legislation holding AI developers accountable for severe harms, requiring permits for high-risk AI systems, and granting regulators the authority to pause AI projects in emergencies. Critics view this lobbying as a diversion tactic, arguing that it raises barriers for smaller AI firms and deflects attention from immediate concerns like job loss and discrimination perpetuated by AI. AI shouldn't have any discriminatory issues. It's artificial intelligence unless somebody programmed them in there. But anyway, previously, efforts to draw attention to AI's existential threats operated under the radar, with organizations like Open Philanthropy funding AI initiatives in Congress and think tanks like the Rand Corporation. The Future of Life Institute, supported by tech figures like Elon Musk and Vitalik Buterin, probably butchered that, had the only official lobbying operation focused on AI until recently. The Center for AI Policy's lobbying efforts, led by former tech policy advisor Kate Forsky, aim to address catastrophic risks from advanced AI and include promoting the Responsible AI Act and policies around copyright and federal procurement standards for AI systems. So up until now, Elon Musk has been the highest proponent of this concept of, look, we've got to rein in AI and keep a tight leash on it because God knows what it can do if we just let it free. And now all of a sudden, tech billionaires are actually funding these nonprofits to lobby Washington to pass AI safety bills. What do they know, and why aren't they telling us? Why would they spend their money to put in safety bills for AI for companies that they own, run, whatever it might be? Something's going on there. And just because this was fun and just so exciting, and once again, where somebody reported something and then all of a sudden it came out that it was not, or it was a lot more involved than what they originally reported. The 23andMe data breach keeps spiraling. This is also from Wired, because I love them. More details have emerged about a data breach initially reported by the genetic testing company 23andMe in October. But the situation has become even more complex. Attackers accessed some 23andMe user accounts and expanded their reach to scrape personal data from a larger group of users. The company disclosed in a U.S. SEC filing that approximately only 0.1% of user accounts, roughly 14,000 users, were compromised. That's what they reported. But the breach also affected about 5.5 million users who had opted into the DNA relatives thing that they offer, and an additional 1.4 million users whose family tree profile information was accessed. So company reported 14,000 users. That's all. Okay, well, that's kind of small. Yeah, it's a concern, but hey, it's not that many people. Now, all of a sudden, we have another 7 million people that have been affected by this directly, and that never came out in the original SEC filings. Hackers obtained various personal data from the affected users, including display names, login information, relationship labels, predicted relationships, and DNA matching percentages. Additionally, details like ancestry reports, chromosome matching data, self-reported locations, family names, profile pictures, and birth years were compromised for some users. So I'm going to keep going because there's a little bit more left, but think about this for a second just from reading that. How many of your passwords involve at least one of those things? A place you live, family name, birth year, something along those lines. How many of you use any of that information, even a portion of it, in your passwords? Think about that for a sec. And anyway, you should change all your passwords once a quarter. Period. End of story. Just go across the board and change every single password once a quarter to something completely different. Don't just add another number to the end of it or something. The company attributed the breach to credential stuffing attacks and enforced password resets and two-factor authentication for all users in response. Okay, well, that's barn door after the horse. Despite claims that the compromised accounts were due to credential stuffing, some users have disputed this explanation, citing unique login credentials. The complexity of the incident underscores the challenges of user data sharing between companies and features promoting social sharing, highlighting the need for standardized disclosure and reporting laws. 23andMe notified users about changes to its terms of service related to the dispute resolution and arbitration, allowing users to opt out within 30 days of receiving notice. Well, isn't that sweet of them? So they reported 14,000. I'd be like, it's 14,000 people. Let me just change my password. I'm good to go. Right? No. 7 million people, not 14,000. That's a slight difference. So there you have it. There's some interesting information for you today about AI and cyber attacks, because those happen all the time now. And they're not something we should just be getting used to. They are scary. And you need to be thinking about them, because they are going to get worse and worse and worse and more widespread. And sooner or later, somebody's going to shut down our grid. Anyway, on that exciting, wonderful, sweet news, I hope you all have a good afternoon, and I'll see you again soon. Thank you.